never getting married.
Never.
Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
Breathe.
A little bit here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, State Farm is there.
Hey class, we are doing the family development theory. Me and Hannah Wakefield are partners for this assignment. She graciously made the script and I'm just recording the video for you guys to watch today. Okay, so the first clip that you are going to see is the State Farm clip, and in this, the man experiences many things. He didn't even want a family to begin with, but he experiences a change and a transition to new ideas, and through that has a life-changing moment. The family development theory was one of the first family-focused theories. It was first thought up in 1948 by Evelyn Duval and Reuben Hill. Through their 8-stage family life cycle, which we'll explain later, they have evolved the way of thinking and learning when it comes to studying the family, which is really awesome. The family development theory is composed of a few basic assumptions, and it focuses on the developmental processes of individuals and families over time. Through this theory, there are tasks associated with each stage of development. For example, a baby must learn to sit before crawling. Social norms also regulate family behavior. For example, people should marry before they have children. Through the family development theory, development is reciprocal, meaning that the development of each family member influences the other family members around them. Family life must be viewed on many levels of analysis, and families should be viewed over time. All in all, to sum up, what the family development theory is basically the study of how families make the transition from one stage to the next, which we'll discuss later. Okay, so there's actually 8 stages to the family development life cycle, and this first stage is the establishment phase, which is courtship and marriage. Okay, so a lot of people are might be in this stage right now. So tasks needed to be accomplished in the courtship stage are blending individual needs and desires, finding workable solutions to conflicts, and maintaining good communication and intimacy patterns. Tasks needed to be accomplished in the marriage stage are developing systems for acquiring and spending money, establishing daily routines, creating a satisfying sex life. Also, establishing a home suitable for children, have appropriate relationships with relatives and friends. Okay, so the second stage is the childbearing families. So in this, we're switching roles here just a little bit, and there's a new role such as father and mother. So in this point, we have to negotiate how they will share the responsibility of caring for a child. There's more planning to provide, planning a budget, that kind of thing. Okay, so the third stage is families with preschool children. So at this stage, children need to move and be active. There's more physical needs from the parents in this stage for their children. So tasks could be creating physical space, additional financial demands. The more children there are, the more difficult it becomes for the couple to meet their own developmental needs and to continue to grow as a couple. The couple needs to spend meaningful time together despite all of the demanding needs that they have. Okay? Awesome. Okay, so the man in the commercial that we showed earlier, in the beginning experienced the first 3 stages of the life cycle. He courted and got married, followed by the social norm by getting married and then having children, and experienced stage 1 and 2 of the cycle. He now gets the opportunity to experience the rest of the cycle. So stage 4 is actually families with school-aged children. So there's obviously, these are kind of nice and progressional and logical in how they go. So at this point, there's more demanding tasks. There's more activities for the parents to cater to for their children. And there's also an increase in parental monitoring that there has to be taken into account. Stage 5 is actually families with adolescents. So parents must allow children to establish their own separate identities. So this can be really difficult in the transitional process for parents because independence is being sought after by their kids, and it's really important. Okay, so the task for stage 5 would be open communication as these kids are moving into independence.
I arrived just the other day, came to the world in the usual way, but but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it. And as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the sailor's boat. Little boy, bigger than man. When you come home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today, I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay, and then he walked away, but he smiled at the tip and said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah, you know I'm gonna be like him.
Okay, stage 6. Families with young adults. So this is called the launching stage. This stage begins with the oldest child leaving home and ends when the last child has left. When a family member leaves, the family must adapt to that. These include relocating or reallocating responsibilities, duties, and roles among the family members who remain in the home. Patterns of the family will change, and new friends and family members will begin to enter the family, most likely through marriage or courtship. Okay, stage 7 is called the middle years. This is when the children have left the home, but it's before parents have started to retire. This is a huge transition for most couples because they don't have children around anymore. So the term empty nesters kind of comes into play at this stage. Couples now need to work on their marriage the most during these years. They have to find hobbies to do together and consider things they want to accomplish during the remainder of their lives. Stage 8 is aging family members. So this begins at retirement, ends when both spouses have passed away. Tasks would be adjusting to retirement, dealing with illness, considering long-term family care, facilities that people might have to live in, spending time with adult children and grandchildren. So this is sort of why it's just called the life cycle. Most families encounter every one of these steps when they begin their journey together as husband and wife, right? Then the child's born, and it just kind of progresses naturally. Not all families experience things at the same time. So there are 3 types of times that people will experience, and the different qualities in the family development theory. So there's ontogenetic time, which refers to the time one recognizes as one grows and changes through the lifetime, kind of like an internal clock. Then there's generational time, which refers to how time is experienced with one's social group. And then historical time, which refers to how time is experienced in the social context or greater historical person. Through time, one can experience one's adolescence period as a unique stage in one's developmental history. So it's really cool how this theory progresses, and I think this is something that we all see in our lives, and it makes logical sense, and there's lots of ties to the gospel through this theory, just because it is so much of a pattern in people's lives. And I hope you enjoyed our presentation.